having this interesting interview, one chit chat with Dr. Melissa, a sociologist and the CEO of the Heaven Flight brand as well. Doctor, you've told us a lot about your experience, how you lost that huge sums of money. Can you give us a little bit of advice to people out there, particularly people from the diaspora and people even in the country? What advice would you give based on this experience you had and being, of course, losing out on this huge amount of money? Tell people out there something.
Well, I would say this: get acquainted with and get to know your police service in Ghana. Get acquainted to know the district, the police. Get acquainted with whoever the chief investigators are, police services. Let them do some investigations for you. Pay money, let them check so they can look up whatever services, check the general office, seeing if a person is, if they lie and say they is, even if they are just a homeowner. Let them check. Get character witnesses. Find out. But don't give your money. Don't give any money to anyone unless that deal is on the table and the papers are right then and then. You walk away with your property. Whatever you need to do, lawyer. That is my advice. That I did not my research and me thinking because the way we do things in the U.S., no, they doing things here. They have some people here have a mind of their own. Nothing I'm saying is to tarnish Ghana in any respect. This here, my story is not to tarnish, paint it black over one story, two stories. It's not to paint the image black. But the policies, my advice is fight for the policies. Whether you're diaspora, you people, fight for policies to change and how they looking at fraud and how they look at civil cases or money. People are getting duped all the time, even in land. So I don't care what protection you make. Nothing is going to be 100% bulletproof. So you do the best that you can. So work with your police. Have somebody investigate. Hire a private investigator. Whatever you need to do before you do any transaction with anybody. The system needs to change. And my advice is that policy change here for agents and developers. Why aren't they licensed? You have to have a broker's license in the U.S. That is so we prevent these kind of things. If a doctor is to be licensed, a registered nurse is to be licensed, if an attorney is to be licensed, and you, because that's a medical profession, an attorney needs to represent a client, he's handling security information, involving criminal defenses, why isn't anyone transactions with a home protected under a licensed policy in Ghana? It should be that a person's name goes into a system. You can check whether they see it, they have to adopt a lawyer. The same thing should happen if it's a developer. Yes, this is going to hurt some people who are just agents by the week. But there's no proper skills, there's no proper, and I understand this is Africa, but do you understand how this is hurting? This, from not having a proper system, it is hurting people who are getting duped here, far and abroad on lands, because there is no registered system. So my advice is, Ghana, get it together. I sent, and I say this, don't even waste your time, not a negative, emailing Diaspora Affairs, because I did, and to this day they haven't even responded. I don't care if it's a civil case, okay? Respond to somebody's email. If you can't handle them, respond. Diaspora Affairs, help Meek, Mills, phone, police, everything. And here it is, a simple woman like me why should I have to be famous? Why should anybody in Ghana have to be famous to get top-notch service? The police service is on their job. What about the rest of Ghana? What about the officials, policies? What about the government? The police service have shown me to be on their job with assistant people here. And I'm so glad I had the experience with the police service here in Pokwasi. I would not go into any other district. I don't know how the other districts are, but I know darn well Pokwasi police have done their service. The Corporal Collins, I appreciate him. And I appreciate, like I said, Chief Inspector Bow at Pokwasi. I thank the Commander Chief District for servicing me and did not look down at me as a foreigner, but to make sure justice prevails. So I say to those, make sure you get justice prevails in any situation that you're dealing with.
It's been an interesting interview with Dr. Melissa, a sociologist and the CEO of Heaven Flight Ministry, obviously. Probably getting to the very last stages of this particular interview. Doctor, what will be your passionate appeal to people out there watching and listening from wherever they find themselves? What are you asking well-meaning people who have such compassion and who have that humanitarian, as we're feeling in them? What are you pleading with them to do, especially considering the ordeal you went through? What kind of support do you need to fulfill the mission that you want to achieve?
The support is for the rehabilitation center. I need land. I need to build this. If there is a property, a land, and someone wants to give it to me, I'm in the Pokwasi area. Amazon, I'll take something. Pokwasi, I'll take something, any good that's in Accra. I need to build that rehabilitation center. The dynamics of that center and the work with the Eco Green Sustainable, I need an investor. I need donations to build both of those projects. The Eco Green Sustainable project is not going to be anything like it that's going to come out of Ghana. When people see what I was able to achieve with fruits, turning it into material, fabric, in its purity, no chemicals. So come on board, because this is a great initiative that I have set up and that you are helping us revitalize a community. So where women are in prostitution, I have clients in Liberia, wherever they are, they come to our services. I get them rehabilitated. They're part of this working environment, a manufacturing. So I need to build a manufacturing building for the Eco Green along with the rehabilitation. One before the other, it won't matter. Two together is killing two stones at one time. I need this because I cannot do it alone. Be part of what I have. Be part of not just changing the life, but changing the situation in Ghana with not just anybody's recycling. I'm not talking about bamboo making paper. I'm talking about that it will have Ghana, produced in Ghana. People will be able to, outside the travel accessories, will be able to come to my company and order this special made material that will be licensed. Internationally, the products will be sold international. So you are becoming part of a solution here in Ghana with partnershiping, sowing a seed, donating for my cause, for the women's causes, the justice, everything that I have built. So I'm looking for donations. I'm looking for donations to pour out. However it pours out. And hearing my story, I only can tell the truth, and I can only tell my greatest story. This is not the ending, because I want to see so much happen from this Eco Green line that GIPC investment is sitting on my proposal. If you want the proposal, contact me. I'll give you an NDA disclosure to sign, and I'll give you the proposal to even look at as an investor. So I'm asking for the help, donations, however, investor, however it comes. Help me grow Heaven Flight for what it is to where it become. Financially, help me grow it to even list it on the African Stock Exchange. That's my goal right there.
Thank you for watching Nation One TV. Kindly subscribe for more news updates.